all struggle making our spring and summer wardrobe work for us. If you're like me and you like things to work together, swap and change them about, get more out of the garments that you're making, then maybe you need to look at doing mini capsule wardrobes, which is the way that I do my sewing. So rather than just buying the next shiny new pattern, finding some gorgeous fabric and making it up, which is absolutely amazing and gives you a real buzz, then you have the dilemma of how it's going to slot into your wardrobe that you've already got. So what I like to do is choose a pair of trousers, a top, a jacket, a cardigan and a dress. So 5 garments when I'm planning my sewing, and I choose fabrics to go with them and make a mini capsule wardrobe, and that way I tend to get more wear out of the things that I'm wearing. So if that's something you're interested in doing, then I'm going to go through how I plan my mini capsule wardrobes. Hi there, I'm Christine the Gemini Stitcher and welcome to my sewing space. If you've carried on watching, it's because you want to find out about how I do my mini capsule wardrobes. Whenever I'm planning a new season's sewing, this is how I start. I may build on it as the season goes, but I start with 5 key garments that are all going to work together and that I'm going to love and wear a lot. So how do I start? Where do you start? There are lots of different ways to plan a capsule wardrobe, but this is the way that I do it and it's the way that it works for me, and hopefully it will give you some inspiration and help you on your sewing journey too. So my starting point is always to go to an online store that I absolutely love. There are about 3 or 4 of them, but my absolute favourite to go online, just because the visuals are really good, the garments are absolutely gorgeous, and it gives me lots of inspiration, is Sezane. I've done a different vlog about Sezane already. In fact, I've done 2. Last autumn I did a full vlog, or 2 vlogs, on my Sezane autumn wardrobe collection, and I will pop the link to those below if you want to go and watch those. But spring is in the air and we're going to look at their emerging spring collection. We're going to choose 5 garments from it and then we're going to match them up with patterns. So let's pop over to Sezane together and decide on our 5 garments. So come to Sezane, one of my favourite online stores. And first of all, I'm just going to pop into the new in section to get some inspiration. Absolutely love this jacket and trousers, but I don't think they're really me. Let's have a whiz through. Oh, what about the Emma blouse? This looks pretty. Really simple, scooped V-neck. Oh, that's going to be beautiful in the hot summer weather. Fingers crossed we get a hot summer. Absolutely stunning, simple but effective blouse pattern. So I think that's our garment number 1. All sorted. The Emma blouse. Let's keep looking. Some absolutely stunning things on Sezane. I'd buy them all if I was a millionaire, but I'm not, so I have to make my own. I like this little Kyle cardigan. Lots of little cute seed buttons on it. And quite a simple pattern to do, round neck with just a little eyelet pattern in it. Now, I knit, so I could knit one of these if I could find the pattern for it in a nice cotton fabric for the spring and summer months as a layering garment. So we'll pop that one into our capsule collection. Garment number 2, the Teife cardigan. Now, these merino trousers are an old favourite of mine. They're always on Sezane and I love them to bits. I made some in some cord fabric in my Sezane Autumn Winter collection. If you want to see that vlog, I'll pop the link below. Loving the detail on the sides. So there's no zip with these trousers, which is an absolute must if you're a beginner sewer. I fancy making some more of them, but a cropped version, but keeping the sailor style. So we'll add merino trousers as garment number 3. Oh, and here we go, the perfect dress. I've been looking for wanting to make a dress like this for quite a while. It's a long dress. It's been done in organic cotton with short sleeves, ties at the side, round neckline, a long length and a cheeky split at either side. So that is our garment number 3, is the Pippa dress. So now we just need to find a jacket for our collection. So I'm going to go to jackets and coats, just to be a bit more specific. Select jackets and let's have a look what we fancy. I love the terry jacket. And oh, me and embroidery at the moment, it's fatal. Look at this one. Yeah, that's going to be time consuming to do. I'm looking for quite a simple everyday jacket. That one's quite nice. Not sure about it sticking out though. I know that's the shape of it, but is it me? Quite like this jacket. Very Chanel, very simple, easy to wear. The August jacket. Let's have a look at this. So it is very Chanel, isn't it? Looks great with jeans and boots. Look how cute that looks. Let's see how they've styled it. That would go nicely with my crop trousers, wouldn't it? And it's been made in a knit fabric, this, so I'd need to find a pattern that lends itself to knit fabrics. Love this binding round the edge. I'm sure I could replicate that, and the cute little pockets. And I think they're crochet buttons. Need to find some crochet buttons to match my fabric if I do that. But yeah, that's definitely going to be the jacket for spring. So I'm on the fold line trying to find a cardigan that looks like that Sezane Chanel themed, I would say, cardigan. But they're doing it, selling it as a jacket, but it's in a knit fabric. So I'm going to look at cardigans first to see if there is. Here's one, Bird cardigan jackets. Let's have a look at these. Very simple shape, which is what that one was. That short one works. It's just not got the binding round and the pockets on, but you can put pockets on. Let's look at the line drawings. There we go. It's got pockets on the long line one, so you could put it on the short one, couldn't you? So I think that is the jacket pattern that we're looking for. But let's have another look and see if there's anything else that jumps out. There's this one, but it's very much a cardigan. Now, I do know about this one. It's one of my favourites, the Teife Cardigan. But it's got the collar on. Could do it without the collar on, maybe, and bind it, because I already have this pattern. Could lower the pockets down to here, take the collar off, and that one would work. And I think that's the one that I'm going to use because I already have that cardigan pattern. I'm still on the fold line and we're looking for an option for the pippa dress. So I'm going to put in my search jersey tie waist dress and see what comes up. So Nina Lee's got one there, but it's not tying on the side. Cashmere Appleton is a wrap dress. Style art, that doesn't look quite right. Now there's an itch to stitch dress here. The Tustin dress that looks like it would work really well. But it's not a long line dress. However, you can always lengthen a dress. You don't have to have it the length that it is. I'm liking the back of it. So this one's a proper wrap tie. Let's look at it in, oh, it's nice in the stripes. Let's look at the line diagrams for this so we can see what's happening. So it looks like the tie is grown on at one side and then it wraps around somehow and then creates this tie at the front. So I like the idea that you're getting that tie detail, that belt detail at the back. So that might be the dress, I'm thinking. So there's the itch to stitch one. That new look one is one I've made before. Very good, but it ties in the middle mainly. It's looking like the itch to stitch is the one. There's lots of pages to search through though, because there's an awful lot of patterns on here. In a good way. The only other one that I can think of the top of my head without searching through all these, I'm sure that Sew Over It do one. So let's bring up Sew Over It and see what they have. They have a lot of patterns. Select knit. That's the one I'm thinking of. So that one is the Estelle from Sew Over It. Let's have a look what the difference is between that one and the Itch to Stitch. It looks like it's got a lot bigger sash detail on the front than the Itch to Stitch one did. Let's see if we can find the line drawings for it. Here we go. So the Estelle is just a tie front. It's not got the wraparound, but it is a long line dress and it's got the side splits already in the pattern. So I'm thinking it's going to be on balance the Estelle dress. So we've found our dress pattern. So for the trousers, I've gone to the fold line and I'm going to search for sailor trousers and see what comes up, because that is the style I think that they are. Now look at that. Number one, Merchant and Mills Quinn trousers. They're the ones that I've made before and they're a really good fit. There's the detail to make them like sailor trousers. They've got pockets on the front. And when I made them before, I didn't put the welts on the back, but I might be brave next time and do that. So they're the ones that I'm going to make, but I Am Patterns have got one there that's interesting. Now they're a sailor type, but they're a tapered in leg. So if you don't like the wide leg trouser, maybe the I Am Patterns newt trousers or note trousers, don't know how you say that, would suit you better. But I will be doing mine in the Quinn trousers from Merchant and Mills. Now we need to find a short sleeved blouse, so let's put that in. And see what we get. Now, Friday Pattern Company Patina Blouse. I've already got this pattern and I've got a feeling I can hack it and not put the collar on. And they do have it. If I show you the white one, it looks like there's no collar, so you can see the shape of the blouse. Obviously that one's long sleeved, but they do a short sleeved version of it, which that with no collar on looks very much like the blouse that was on Sezane. So I think we've found our blouse pattern, the Patina Blouse. Now I've come to Etsy to find our cardigan pattern because I think it's a little bit vintage and they tend to have a lot of vintage style patterns available on their site. Some really cute ones. Yeah, they're a bit too much detail in them for what I'm looking for. That's plain, but it's a jumper, not a cardigan. You just have to keep looking. And this one might be the one that we're looking for. That's the one. It's got an eyelet knit pattern on it and short sleeves, round neck. That is the perfect patch for what I'm looking for. So that's definitely the one that's going on it. And it's the Ladies Women's 90s round neck, short sleeve, lacy, double neck, raglan summer cardigan. That's the one. So what do we think of the garments that I've chosen? So we've got a Chanel type jacket, some sailor trousers, a very cute lacy blouse, a short sleeved cardigan, and a jersey dress with a very nice tie detail at the side. We've found our patterns, some of them from the fold line and the knitted short sleeve cardigan from Etsy, because they have quite a good stock on there of vintage patterns and I was right to go there. Other places you can look for knitting patterns are Ravelry, and I also look on Black Sheep Wools. They tend to stock quite an extensive range of patterns as well. Next, we need to start looking for our fabrics, don't we? Now, with this collection, what I'm going to try to do is do it on a budget. So we're going to price up our fabric and our patterns, price up how much it would cost to buy these wonderful garments on Sezane, just out of interest to see just if we can do a Sezane capsule collection on a budget. So let's have a look at the fabric shops. So £1 Fabrics, which is a really good budget online store to go on to try and make a start. I'm in the jersey section. So I need jersey fabric for the dress and potentially for the August jacket as well. So let's see what they've got. All sorts in here. I want a patterned fabric for the dress, I think, because it's a long dress and I quite like a pattern for that one. So let's see what that's quite nice, but it's French terry. I want something lighter weight than that, so let's keep looking. Oh, quite like this one. Animal skin model jersey fabric. Let's have a look at this. Oh yes, this is definitely what I'm looking for. It's a modal jersey, £5 a metre. They've got it in the green colourway. They've got it in a lilac pink colourway. And they've got it in a blue. Not keen on the blue, but I like the green and I like the lilac pink colourway as well. So either of those would suit me perfectly. It's a modal jersey, so it's going to be really super soft. The composition is 47% cotton, 40% 7% modal, and 6% elastane. 200 grams per square metre weight, so it's a decent weight to it, and it's 59 or 150 centimetres wide. So we'll check how much we need, but I'll make a note that the dress fabric, pound fabrics, £5 per metre. Now let's keep looking because there might be something that's knit fabric that's suitable for the jacket. What about this cable sweater knit? Might be a bit too open weave, I think. Possibility. Let's see what it says. 60% cotton, 40% polyester. Not keen on polyester, if I'm honest. It's quite heavy. Says it's a cable knit post, features a wonderful drape, but also a good amount of stretch across the width and a slight across the suitable for sweaters, dresses, cardigans, hats, scarves, capes, and more. Let's have a think. That might be a possibility. It doesn't have to be knit fabric. You need to think outside the box sometimes. There's another knit, but it's quite open. Thick sweater knit fabric. Let's look at this. This might work, mightn't it? What do we think of this? £8.50 a metre, 400 grams per square metre, 87% cotton, 13% polyester. It's nearly all cotton. A luxurious, thick, warm fabric which has a soft drape and stretch across the width of the fabric. Perfect for a range of dressmaking projects, including sweaters, jumpers, hats, and all sorts of winter items. Available in 11 colours. £8.50 per metre. That may work very well for our cardigan. I love this colour with the black in. That might be an option, possibly. Let's have a look what other colours they've got. Black, no. Navy, no, not my colour. Light burgundy. Sage green, let's look at this one. Bit too washed out. Grey, that's a bit dark. Dusky rose pink. Ooh, no, not the right. I would call an orange colour. Yeah, I'm not liking. I like the idea of this, but I'm not really liking the colours, if I'm really honest. The only one I might consider is that ivory. I'll have to think about how that's going to work with the animal's skin. Worth thinking about. So that one's £8.50. Ideally, I wanted quite a plain cardigan. So or jacket. Let's keep looking. Never give up. Chunky cotton knit fabric. Let's have a look at this one. Very similar to the other one that we've just looked at, but it's £12.99. Yeah, not really what I'm looking for again. If it was a knit fabric, I'd want it to be a smooth knit. But they've not got what I'm looking for, I don't think. Just 2 more pages to look through, and then we'll have to look at one of my other bargain sites. Oh, now, ivory quilted jersey fabric. This might be an option. That would make a nice spring jacket looking Chanel style, and it's only £3.50 a metre with some contrasting binding on it. That could work really well. So let's consider that. The ivory quilted jersey fabric for the Augusta jacket. At Pound Fabrics. We just need to find some fabric for our Quinn trousers, and I've come on to the canvas section on Pound Fabrics. And oh, this looks interesting. Plain soft cotton canvas fabric. That could work for the Quinns. They've got lots of colours and it's only £7.50 a metre. So they've got black, white, cream. What about cream? Not very practical really for me. Taupe. We quite like the taupe colour for trousers. Ochre might be a bit bright, dare I say that. Orange, definitely not. Light pink, no. Red. Terracotta. That's a nice colour, but I'm not sure it's going to go with everything else. The blues definitely won't go. Oh, that lime green's beautiful, but just not going to go. So I think the taupe colour is the colour to go for, and it's £7.50 a metre. That's definitely a bargain that's going in my basket. So for the embroidery on glaze, I've gone to a shop that's a little bit more expensive but has some stunning fabrics, and it's Sew Me Sunshine. Now, we don't need a lot of fabric for the little blouse that we're going to make, so we can afford to spend a little bit more money on it. I like this chambray embroidered circles, but the colour, navy, that's beautiful, isn't it? But it's not going to go with the other colours that I've got in mind, so we'll have to skip that one, but it might be one that you want to look at. Oh, now look at this. Oh, a sand coloured cotton lawn embroidered hearts. It's in the sale at £10 a metre. Oh, how stunning is that? Let's have a look at some of the other pictures. Now, wouldn't that make a beautiful little blouse with hearts on for Valentine's? Oh, that one is definitely going in my basket. So we've found the fabric for the blouse. Just need to look for the yarn for our little cardigan now. So the last thing we've got to find yarn for is our short sleeve cute vintage style cardigan. I'm on Black Sheep Wools and I'm in their 100% cotton section. There's 81 products, so let's hope we can find something in here. Quite like that Serdar cotton, but I'm looking for something with a little bit of texture because it's quite a plain pattern on this cardigan. Ooh, a bit dark. I love the Rowan soft jack, but again, it's quite plain. It's not got texture to it. Keep looking. Oh, now let's look at this one. It's in the sale, the Rowan Denim Revive for $3.99 a ball. Oh, we love a bargain. Oh, look at the colours in that. Let's have a look at the different shades. Oh, I'm loving that one, but I need to think about how it's going to go with all the other things that I'm making. I'll probably be wearing it with the trousers, so I need to choose the colour for those from the Fabric Compound Fabrics and then decide on this. Obviously cream will go with everything, but I don't want everything in cream. My jacket's going to be cream, so it might be a good idea. That green's nice, I quite like the green, or like that rose pink. So oh, they're calling that shade lipstick. That's definitely for me, isn't it? Right, let's have a look at all the options together now on the screen, and then we can see how all the fabrics are going to work together, fingers crossed. So let's talk about the patterns that we're going to be using. The blouse pattern is the Patina pattern by Friday Pattern Company. The little knitted cardigan that I found on Etsy. The dress that I'm going to look at is the Estelle Dress from Sew Over It. The jacket cardigan is going to be the Teife Cardigan from Itch to Stitch. And the trousers are going to be the Quinn Trousers from Merchant and Mills. So we've got all our patterns and let's match them up with the fabrics, shall we? So the fabrics I've found from Pound Fabrics and from Sew Me Sunshine. The majority of them were from Pound Fabrics, quite interestingly. So let's go through their fabric bargains first. The Modal jersey comes in a rose pink or a sage green colour, and both of those colours I love. So at £5 a metre, I think I'm going to get them both. Oops. The blouse fabric is from Sew Me Sunshine, that beautiful heart embroidered fabric in a sand colour, which is really neutral and perfect to go with everything. The fabric for the Quinn Trousers I've chosen is the soft canvas fabric from Pound Fabrics. The yarn is the Rowan yarn that they've got on offer. It's a cotton double knit, and Black Sheep Wools have got that on offer at £3.99 for a 50-gram ball, so I'm going to snaffle some of that up, either in the green or the rose pink or both. Oops. So we've got our trouser fabric, our blouse fabric, our yarn for our little cardigan, we've got the fabric for the dress, and the last fabric that I found was the cream quilted jersey fabric that was a bargain price at Pound Fabrics, and I'm going to use that to do my little Chanel style cardigan jacket. So there we go, there are all the fabrics and the patterns. Let's tot up what it is actually going to cost us and how much they are from Sezane. So what are the scores on the doors? Let's price up our super Sezane garments. There were 5 garments and the prices are going to pop up here as I'm speaking to you. So the first garment was the Emma blouse, and that was £100 to purchase. The second garment is the Teife cardigan, and again that's another £100. The merino trousers were £140. The Teife dress was £125, and the August jacket was £185. So to buy those 5 capsule garments from Sezane, it was £850. Wowzer! Don't think I'm going to be buying those in a hurry. So how much would it cost to actually recreate this capsule wardrobe look with our own sewing patterns and fabric? Now these prices include the cost of the fabrics that I've found and the cost of PDF patterns. So the Patina blouse would be £32. So the Patina blouse would be £32. The vintage cardigan knitted would be £33.80. The Quinn trousers are £27.50. The Estelle is £27, that's the Estelle Dress. And the Teife style cardigan is £18. So that all adds up to £138.30. So if we add an extra £10 on for buttons and notions, that's £148.30, which means you're saving £701.70 by making these garments yourself. Now I know there are more expensive fabrics out there, but I've tried to do this collection on a budget just to show you that it can be done, and you can get a beautiful spring capsule wardrobe for just over £100 in total. So I hope I've given you some inspiration. Let me know what you're planning to do for spring, and I will see you next Monday with an update on where I'm up to with all my plans. Hope you found this interesting. Let me know if you want more of this type of vlog in the future, and I will see you next time. Have a fantastic sewing week, and I'll see you Monday. Love you loads, guys.